All right, guys, what's going on? Aldo here. If you enjoyed the content, smash the like button. Man, I have been, if you've been watching my streams the last few days, I've been getting more bullish, and I'll explain why in just a second. Latest kind of trade, it took a scalp long this morning, did pretty well right here off this spider line. Those work really well, so that was really, really good. And then there was this more swing breakout long, which did well as well. That was one of the calls I made, and CBZ's been doing pretty good, surprisingly, with not surprisingly as he's been doing good. It's not surprising he's been doing, but surprisingly shorting some stuff, doing actually really well with the scalps and all that, which is really, really cool. So if you guys are interested in Discord, link down below. We got Atlantic, we got KMAC in there providing a lot of really good alpha as well. So if you're interested, really great community. Anyway, so let's move on to let's move on to the main macro I want to talk about on Bitcoin a little bit. So if we look at the macro here, we broke up out of this area, kind of this range that we've been in between 25K to 30K. Technical targets up here, 36. We're hitting a pocket right here, which is a big place, and we'll see what happens here. Another thing too, on the 2-week, money flow coming up, similar to this before we went parabolic there. My guess is you're not going to start going parabolic. It's wild too if it's like, that was your September drop down, and then that'd be crazy. But if we look over here, money flow crossing from red to green, this was back in around October, November of 2015. You had to jump up, you consolidated for a while, then you continued. If I had to guess, I'd say more kind of like that, more of that kind of situation potentially. We're still in, what's interesting here, these EMAs on the 2-week are just starting to show some life, starting to turn bright and coming together. And the last 2 times that has happened was right here, May of 2019, and then right here. So both times, obviously on the macro, really, really good. If you don't count your black swan event right there, but really, really good in the macro. And this time, actually in 2015, we spent a longer time in the gray than a longer time than here, but I think this time would definitely get the crown over here. But yeah, once these go into the bright, I think you're kind of home free, and I think we'll gradually, kind of come up a lot over the next, into 2025 and kind of follow that 4-year cycle, which we might have really dodged the bullet to come down to, never say never, but to come down to the low 20s, high teens. It seems like we really dodged that bullet. Here in this bear market, you're looking for a double bottom. Here, you're looking for a double bottom. This right here, maybe kind of a double bottom. You would have hoped for, maybe a little bit low 20s, but maybe we dodged it. Maybe we're all right. So based on a 2-week, we might be good. Weekly as well, money flow coming up. Ultimately, bear div that you may get, it could be a while before you get this. This may be, now think about it this way. I know Thanksgiving of 2020, we dumped down a lot. You could see, maybe you see a Thanksgiving drop down in a few weeks, so 2 more bullish weeks, and you see a significant drop down. Maybe we push up to 40K, 37K or something. Then you drop back down to 30 maybe. Who knows? It's a volatile thing. So just keep that in mind. You could see a Thanksgiving dump or something. So yeah. And then, VWAP's coming down like on the 2-day, green dot confirmed on 2-day or red dot confirmed on 2-day. Let's look at this chart. It's not, money flow is coming up. It doesn't concern me too much. Things do look like they generally could keep going here. Daily green dot about to print. You are kind of hitting the spiral line. If we look at the logarithmic scale, there's this one too, 36.3, 36.3 right here. And, you may get a bearish div, but I think you'll probably get up to 36 before you get, some of these bearish divs, because money flow is still strong generally coming up here. Usually you want to see money flow coming out with the bearish divs before you look to, look to do like swing shorts or whatever. So yeah, it's still showing strength. Money flow coming out a bit on the 3-day. Looks like it wants to maybe come back. RSIs, maybe they could come together, do more of this type of thing and come up. So that's what we could be looking at here. But as of right now, I could absolutely see more consolidation, but I do think that it doesn't seem like this is over yet. Definitely doesn't seem like this is over yet. It seems like we have more to go. And if we move on to Ethereum over here, what's interesting with Ethereum is it could be getting, let me just add that on to Bitcoin dominance does still look like it could come up. It may pull back a little bit. Let's just But you got these trigger waves. So Bitcoin dominance still looks pretty good for the most part. I think you're going to probably make it up to the high 50s in a few months, maybe sometime in 2024. ETH Bitcoin, though, this is where it gets interesting because you're getting all these yellow X's. Money flow starting to finally come up on the 16-hour. You do have the blood diamond on the 20, which is kind of an issue. So it'll be interesting to see. But we could maybe get a bounce off of these 2022 lows area for Ethereum here ultimately. So that's what we got to kind of keep in mind. But it's still looking a little weak. But maybe in the short term, we could see more of a jump up with Ethereum. Especially up to this pocket, around 1900, this area I think is going to be really big for ETH, and I don't see any reason to believe we can't make it there. I mean, this daily looks incredible right here. Good curvature, money flow coming up, green dot. That looks incredible. So I do think we have some more time to go here, and when we go down, nothing looking too bad. I mean, you got some money flow coming out here, but it's just on the hourly, nothing looking too bad yet. I mean, you got some bear divs, but you're always going to have bear divs along the way up in some of the short-term time frames. I do think you have more upside potential. A few of these I was looking at were, AVAX does look like it could potentially pump up to this area, $13, and then up here to 16. So some of these alts could potentially ride a little bit. I'm a little hesitant with Bitcoin dominance, though, but I do think some of these that have been really falling asleep, as of late, through a lot of this bear market, such as AVAX down 92%, 94 at the worst, could come back to life a little bit here. Chainlink as well, although that's pumped a lot. Technical target is up here around $13. You could come up a little bit higher. That weekly still looks very good, but probably a lot of the move. I mean, nothing just goes up forever. Nothing really goes completely up forever. To green dot right there. That's particularly a good kind of jump up higher. So it does indicate probably it'll come up higher. But after that golden pocket up here, we got to see at 13. Let's look at Solana a little bit because that one's just went crazy. So $40, huge area. Met 46, now we're come down a little bit. I think you can get up to this pocket potentially at 54. Just keep in mind if we start to get bear divs with money flow coming out on some of these time frames like the 8-hour, the 12-hour, that's where you want to be a little bit more cautious. But as of right now, I don't see any strong signs that we're topping out. Probably some consolidation. It does look bearish in the 10-minute, maybe short-term bearish. But I do think you potentially could get up to 50 or maybe even this golden pocket here. But yeah, it's pretty wild. I think some of the altcoins will take away some steam for Solana. You are hitting, I just realized that you are hitting these wicks right here. That's going to be significant. I mean, for a leverage trader, this is a good place to be, taking profits on, some profits on Solana for a leverage trader. So that's pretty much all I got right now, guys. A lot of good longs I've been in. Been so busy with some other stuff lately, so it's been pretty wild. I'm trying to trade these charts and everything, just working on everything at the same time. So yeah, check out the Discord. Well, I got a lot of really great people on there. If you guys are interested in trading FAIRDESK, we give away $100 bonus every week to one person who deposits any amount with my link and does one futures trade. There's also bigger bonuses if you deposit larger amounts. Yeah, it's really good exchange on VPN, no KYC. MEXC is great as well. Check it out down below. We're doing a competition only with my link for the holiday. If you trade a good amount, you can get a really good bonus. Obviously, be careful. Don't blow out your whole account. Use good risk management. All right, guys. Have a good one.